Hey guys, how you doing today? I got some time to do a Bitcoin summary and some cryptos, and I'm gonna explain. For those of you who are new to this channel, you might be coming here because you're just into cryptos only. This is a channel about usually about gold and silver, bullion, and numismatic coins, and getting good deals on them. Okay, so I want to make this video a little bit more beneficial to people who are into buying gold and silver. What is the big fuss about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies right now? It is about the technology and its use, how it's used and stuff like that. That's what's driving the demand up for Bitcoin. But I just want to start off by saying that there is a trend in the bullion dealers that they are accepting Bitcoin to purchase your metals. Okay, so the four that I found so far is JM Bullion, Silver Gold Bull, Amagi Metals, and Provident Metals. They will accept your Bitcoin to make a transaction with them to buy metals. Okay, so I did see Amagi Metals send me an email recently saying that they ditched the credit card system, so you cannot use Visa, MasterCard, American Express, all those cards on their site unless you have PayPal. They will accept PayPal, but they will not accept credit cards directly through. Why is that? The simple reason is that Amagi Metals gets to save money by not having to open up one of those credit card vendor accounts, right? So they will save money by accepting checks or Bitcoin or PayPal. They don't have to deal with all that. So these are the four dealers that are currently accepting Bitcoin. So before I talk about what Bitcoin is and why it's so popular, I want to bring to your attention about what's happening with how the technology, the Bitcoin technology, is impacting the world today. And if you backtrack with many of the inventions in the past, starting with the radio and the TV, and obviously our radios and TVs don't look like that anymore. Just kind of imagine what it's going to be on the right side here, and you can probably tell what radios look like today and what TVs look like today, right? And you have the microprocessor, all of these things that, the microprocessor led to the computers that were big in the beginning, and then it became smaller, and even that one, it looks like a dinosaur right now. And the games started to come out. I remember playing the Pong game when I was a kid, and playing this thing was fascinating to me. And then the internet came, and in the beginning they had to use this system, the old rotary phone, and hook it up like that, and then you send the signal through an analog line. And eventually we started to use cell phones, mobile phones, and that was this one actually was one of my first smartphones that I got. I actually used to teach at a programming school, and one of my students gave me this phone and said, give it a try. And as smartphones evolved, social media platforms came up where you can install apps on the phone and stuff like that. So a lot of changes, and now Bitcoin came out around 2008 or 9, somewhere around there, only because the stock market almost crashed to the point where the whole financial system could have collapsed. And Bitcoin right now, that's actually not 2,600, it's like 2,350. It always changes, every now and then. And this is the technology, the coin. The underlying technology is called blockchain, and it's going to have a tremendous impact in the way we do things going forward, I think. Now, what makes Bitcoin so popular and why are people using it? Why did the demand rise? I remember Bitcoin was like 20 cents, 50 cents in the beginning, and now it's at 23.50. Why is it going up? The technology, the underlying technology is called blockchain, and I'm not an expert in these like software technical things, but basically blockchain technology allows you to store information on multiple computers, like lots of computers. So it's very difficult to go and say, well, where's the record? Well, it's not exactly here or there, so that creates the secure aspect of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. But I'll just read some of the technicals here. The value obviously is based on the supply and demand measured in fiat currency. You can measure it in US dollars, euro, British pound, Japanese yen, whatever, like they'll have the measurements in, or the valuations in your native country's currency. Okay. So maximum mintage is going to be 21 million coins. Current mintage right now is 16 million. So there's 7 billion people in the world, and if everybody wants to use Bitcoin, more and more people will come in, and Bitcoin will be more expensive. So they're still mining. People are mining the coins to existence. When I say mining, it's kind of like the Federal Reserve printing money by entering zeros into their computers and sending the money out to financial institutions and stuff like that, right? So it's not exactly the same way with Bitcoin. You have to mine them with computers, and there's actually all these algorithms going on behind the scenes. But let me read the rest here. It says a blockchain facilitates secure online transactions and is a decentralized and distributed digital ledger that is used to record transactions across many computers so that the record cannot be altered retroactively without the alteration of all subsequent blocks and the collusion of the network. So I don't know how to explain that in simple terms because it's kind of hard to explain, but basically to keep it simple, a blockchain system is a network of computers where all these transactions are recorded and confirmed. So think of it as the movie in Terminator 3. John Connor thought that the Skynet system was in one central location, but in actuality, the Skynet Cyberdyne systems was installed in everybody's computer, and this movie came out in like 2003. So the idea for blockchain was already there from the get-go. Well, actually, even before that. So, and eventually in 2008, 2009, this guy, Satoshi Nakamoto, supposedly, I think that's just a name they just came up with. We don't know who the person really is, but supposedly he is the one that created the blockchain technology, and it's been up for about almost 10 years. And if you go back to this, like timeline of all these technologies, I think Bitcoin is still like in the dinosaur, just the development stage at the moment. And it's gone up to $2,300 already. So, that's where, Bitcoin, is at currently. And let me just, talk a little bit about why it's gone up so much. Okay. So this is a website called coinmarketcap.com, and obviously Bitcoin is number one on the top 100 coins. The reason why Bitcoin's gone up so much is because of the other coins. Okay, the other coins are here. There's actually like close to 1,000 coins, and they just show the top 100 at the moment. Basically, right now, this what you're looking at here is kind of like the same thing happening back in the day when we had the dot-com bubble. They had all these companies like Lycos, Excite, AOL, Netscape. What else was there? There's Yahoo, obviously. They still exist today. All of those search engines and internet companies were getting tons of money pouring into their stocks, and it was, the trader's dream. And the same thing is kind of happening in the crypto market here, where everybody's trying to trade all of these different coins that are not Bitcoin, right? These are all these other coins, and they want to buy low and sell high, pump and dump kind of thing, just like it happened with the tech companies. So in order to buy these other coins, for the most part, you need to have Bitcoin to buy these other coins. That's why when people say, well, I want to buy these cheap coins, let's say this one here, EOS, or like here's Steam, $1.30. These are cheaper, but you can even find other coins that are even cheaper than that, like fractions of a penny, and people want to buy like 10,000, 20,000 coins and just kind of leave it and hopefully it goes up. That's what they're trying to do. So in order to buy these coins, they need to have Bitcoin. So that's why Bitcoin started to go higher and higher and higher, especially this year, from about $1,000 to $3,000. And right now we have a big time gambling casino here in the crypto world. So the video has gotten a little long, so I figure I'll wrap it here. Hopefully this is like a, just a basic summary and you got something out of it. And if you're interested in like actually buying Bitcoin or selling Bitcoin or buying metals with Bitcoin and you want to get it started but you don't know how, I'd be happy to make another video, perhaps on another channel. I'm not exactly sure where I would put it, but let me know in the comments section if you want more information about starting with Bitcoin and perhaps even other coins, like they call it the altcoins, the other coins besides Bitcoin. Okay, so I'll get back to you guys with any comments down below, and I will speak to you later.